5-minute auto pairing. Let's have another. So quite a low rated I am, 2037. Let's try the Rubinstein. It's got a good reputation usually. Rubinstein variation. Is it aiming to isolate my pawns? He is strengthening my centre a little bit. Oh, bishop e4 actually. I don't think he's got any problems at the opening here after bishop e4 actually. What have I done? There's no advantage in sight. Bishop e4, maybe bishop a6. Is there any advantage in sight if he stops e4? Okay, he hasn't. So maybe this is interesting. Maybe d5, c4. You can use the c5 square. If I take instead, takes f4, queen c3, e5. Maybe d5 is better. A bit calmer, but c4 is probably quite annoying. Hasn't done that. He's got a beautiful blockade though, again. He's giving me a backward pawn to potentially play with. Rook b1, g3, knight h4, maybe trying to provoke some dark square weaknesses is a good idea in the circumstance. I guess he might be a bit slow beyond that rating. I think his play is great, but maybe he's sometimes slow or something. So can I just try and, I don't know, bishop h6, is it worth getting him to move that rook? Now knight g5 for f4. If the f4 moves knight e6, so it's giving him something to think about anyway. I can't really play for f4. Maybe g3 and f4, or h4 and h5 is afforded by that knight. h4, h5. Okay, let's see. h4, h5. Actually, I can have a rook a3 as a resource here to try and get to the king side. Rook a3, intriguing. What would he be doing in this position? So h4, proceed with caution. I do want to time down a bit to b6, maybe rook b3. I don't think f4 is really that palatable at the moment, so maybe just, okay, h5, trying to soften the king a little bit. Oh, he's going to trap my bishop. Oh, that's not very nice. With g5. Oh, this is going to be interesting. There's knight f7 to follow. So maybe bishop takes f8. Yep, and then I think that might be important. Here. Oh, you can just take this, wrecking my structure. That's nice. Mind you, it does give me the g file dynamic. So king h2 and rook g1 might not be that bad. I'm playing h4 immediately. Actually, what is he doing about b6 here? Let's change that story to b6. Queen g4 could be handy as well for h4. There's always f5. I don't know how good f5 is going to be soon. What does he do to this? Is it simple to handle that? like queen g4 and then think about what to do next. There's queen e6. There's h4 here. I could try and undouble the pawns, if nothing else. And king g2. Mind you, I'm giving him this f file. Okay, there's bishop e2 for rook f3. Any rook move, rook queen e6. So rook f3, rook f6. I'll play. Okay, he's giving me access to e6 and then g6. So knight e4, queen g6. Knight c4, I think queen g6 anyway. So there's a little bit of pressure on the black position. Queen g6 on rook f3. Okay. Looks like a very comfortable position with a clock advantage. That g6, that h pawn is looking useful. I'll play this and take on h6, I think. Or not. He's going to take on e4. It's not so hot. I think I'll do this for a moment. Knight c4 takes queen f6. I need something more. I need something better than just taking on h6 and having the queens coming off. Knight c4. What about bishop g4 to f5? That would add some spice to it. d6 here if I want to get a tempo. Knight d6, rook d1. That would seem quite dangerous. Let's get the rook involved. Okay. Right, queen f6. I wanted to
check.
I want to play for bishop g4, getting this queen out. Queen e7. Isn't that dangerous? So I think rook d7 on the cards, and then bishop g4. This must be a better ending, surely. Okay, he's going to win that pawn. I can try and win b6. There's rook g6. That does anything. Okay,
check.
Tempo, bishop e2, and then that gives another tempo. Alright, so is f3 handy? Or taking on h6. f3, c4, king f2, c3, king e3. This might be good, never know. I don't want to lose the my pawn, particularly. So if I come for that, well, no, let's take this while we can. Let's go with king e3. So I'm playing bishop c4. Well, I can just win the rook.
Check.
Just win the rook. Okay. Interesting game. Let's have a quick look from the point of view. I thought it was just better here with... it seems to be slightly okay. Did he not have bishop e4? He did have bishop e4. I thought that was just really cool. Okay, bishop a6, that's what I sort of thought. Maybe I had something. So let me get this position. d5. I thought taking was a bit shaky. This position, isn't it? Just shaky. It's too shaky. Or is it? It's kind of dynamic though. The engine doesn't mind it. Dynamic position with E5. Oh. Yeah, there's some dynamic play in that line as well. Okay. So D5. Apparently I've got an advantage. I don't think the engine's assessing this correctly at all. Why would knight G5 be any good? I mean, that's what I played anyway, but okay, it seems to think I'm okay here. Knight F3 G5 was apparently acceptable, even though he seems to be winning my bishop. Why isn't he just winning bishop with this? Oh, I just take on F8 all the time. So apparently that was okay. Even this is okay apparently. Even this one. I'm still okay. It was actually better for most of the game according to the engine here. Surprisingly. I think Rook F3 was an interesting move. Not mentioned there. Queen F3. Oh, Queen E6. Ah, that looks like a blunder. Rook F8. So Queen E7, just keeping the Queen out of E6. So Queen E6 is annoying.
Check.
G6. What I did apparently was okay. Bishop takes F3. Bishop G4. Yeah, Bishop G4 here. Instead of D6, but apparently this is okay.
Check.
Rook D5 here, King G2. Rook D5 was mentioned, but not this. This is blowing some advantage away. If I just play King G2, what's the idea? Is the idea just to this one? Oh, that looks like a dangerous attack.
Check.
Is that really the way to play it? The engines would play it like that. I don't like that. So here I'm better again.
Check.
It seems. His C pawn is pretty dangerous. Apparently, okay, that might have been a mistake. So King F2 is good. Getting the king there just in time for the pawn. Yeah. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks so much.